Well, here we are. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Hello.
Hi, Bev.
Hi, Paul.
Guess who's back with us today?
Ah,
I know, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, wait, let me just check one thing. There we are. We're on. Okay.
okay.
Welcome. It's May 29th. This is Mondays with Bev and Paul.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and
I'm glad to be sitting here next to you.
yeah, did you have a good time?
I did. I had a really great time with my brother. Beautiful Medford. And, really had an opportunity to talk to some people about BioTouch and had some interest. So, who knows?
Great.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're sitting next to me again.
I
It was
know.
tough having an empty seat, but
Yeah.
it was a good experiment we did with that new
It really
program.
was.
That
It really was. And it worked.
Yeah.
It seemed
So
to
we
work
could
pretty
do that
good.
with anybody out there. If you'd like to be interviewed, we can do a little interview with you through this Mondays with Bev and
Wouldn't
Paul.
that be fun?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
So it's Memorial Day today.
Yes, it is.
Everything's quiet around here. You
Oh.
had some thoughts about Memorial Day.
Well, I did, and I'd like to share just a few. So, when I think about Memorial Day, for me it's a day of remembering, and it's about remembering not just those in our lives, but all of these experiences that humanity has held in the past, and it's like remembering that we need to move forward and really live today. What have we learned from the past? What do we remember about the past that we can use today, now? And that's really what it is for me, because I always think about BioTouch on all levels, but BioTouch is a gift of remembering. It's a remembering that we are together moving forward and connected in love. And so that's what I'm holding today.
Right.
Yeah.
And we watched that thing on PBS, and that's the service to the fallen soldiers and to move forward. And we're grateful to have BioTouch to offer as we all move forward and recognize the remembrance that, as you said earlier, we're all connected and we're all here to be of service to one
Right.
another. So we're all in the service of
Yeah.
helping one another, and we have BioTouch to help do that. So I'm grateful for that.
Me too.
So, all right, let's go to our DreamCatcher first.
Okay.
Tell us a little about that again.
Oh, yeah. This I think of it as a beautiful piece of art, and it's hanging in our center in Tucson, and we have been really honored to be custodians of it for 8 or 9 months now.
Yeah.
And it was really a vision of Lorraine Mills and a global project that came into creation, I guess you could call it, on December 12th, 2012.
Yes. And we've had a couple people come in this week who are just awe-inspired by it. And again, it's mesquite wood on the outside and things from all over the country and even globally. I think she's got some things there. And what we do is we put a person in the middle. And this week we have Rhonda Harper.
Oh.
And we don't have a picture of her, so we just have a heart.
Oh.
Because even just the name helps. So Rhonda
Right.
Harper, she's from Tucson here in Arizona. So congratulations for being in
Yeah.
the middle. And
Welcome to the center.
Welcome to the center. And we hope you get the BioTouch juice or whatever happens to people in the middle.
Yeah, why not?
So we have a whole list of things to go over here in the
I know.
busy morning.
Yeah.
So let's go to the first thing. We just had a CP class. And there are our graduates.
Wow.
Cute picture. you
Yes,
know.
a great picture.
Yeah, they're called graduate practitioners when they finish the 2 weekends. It's 12 2-hour classes in 2 weekends. We have Sandy, Dave, and Catherine. It was a great class.
Well, I missed most
You
of
did.
it, but I got to be there yesterday
Yes.
for the class, so I was really, really pleased.
And
I
at
could
the
do
end
that.
of the class that you get to be part of, we always ask the question, we call it the final test,
Yeah.
right? And everybody gets all
I know.
shaky.
Ooh, pop quiz.
Pop quiz. And our question is, what's it all about? They've spent 2 weekends intensely talking about different ideas that are in the healing world and how it relates to BioTouch in our presentation. And so we asked, what's it all about? And we wanted to share some of the answers. when we asked around the group, what's it all about? They came across with consistent. It's consistent. That was from Dave, who 25 years ago took the class. He says, the points are the same. So we have consistency. People felt a part of a tribe or a family.
Yeah.
It was a way to return to self. It's down to earth, easy to talk about, and gives me something of value to share.
Oh.
That was a nice one.
That's a nice one.
And I think we're going to talk a little more about that later, or are we talking about that here?
Well, this would maybe just be a really
Right.
great
Yeah, because it was in relation to Dave, yeah?
to Dave.
Yeah,
And
so-
let's share with Dave what
there
happened.
he is. And right, and he's our new certified practitioner.
Oh,
You know, Dave Claussen
yeah.
hooked up with me after decades of not hearing from him. He was took a class in Mancus back in the 1990s, and just a few months ago hooked up with me again. And he's from Durango, Colorado still, and he just knew he needed to do this and took the class. And yesterday when he was leaving, said a little something.
Oh, he said something so profound to both of us that
Yes.
just has really stayed with me, and that was, he's quite accomplished, and musically he's done many things that he's mastered and used in his life. But what he said was, those things took a little bit of discipline and studying, and but he did it, and it seemed easy. But when he went to start really studying, because he was doing his intern hours
Right,
here.
in that 5 days, he did it
Right,
all in
he
5
crammed
days,
it all
right.
in. So he says, I probably looked through that manual 12 times, just and getting really, frustrated sometimes and really trying to download all that information. And he said, and I've really accomplished so much, but I realized why BioTouch and that information was so different. It's because it is so important. It's so
Right.
important to the world and to humanity. And I just love that. That just touched me. It's so
Yeah,
profound.
He just kept going over it and over it and over it. And, it reminds me of a man I studied with once who said, it's very easy to remember tunes on a radio. Like your brain just automatically remembers.
Yeah.
And frivolous talk and, what the weather's going to be like.
Yeah.
But when you try to put high ideals or things of value into your brain, of which BioTouch is something of value to humanity,
Oh my goodness.
the brain, it's very difficult. And so maybe that's why people have such a difficult time remembering these points. But it's repetition, and once it's in there,
Oh, we
it's
remember.
powerful. Yeah,
we
it's-
do remember, don't we? But I have been saying for a while that BioTouch, and it says it right in our mission statement, BioTouch is the application of a high ideal called love thy neighbor, the golden rule. It is a divine idea that is here, and we can bring it into manifestation when we touch each other with that loving touch. And he's absolutely right. It is a valuable gift for all of us. And that, thank you, Dave.
thank you, Dave. So
Yeah.
again, there's our CP class, and there's Dave. He's going back to Durango to open up a little center, start teaching. Funny thing is, he just left here to go visit a friend in Phoenix area, and he gets there this morning, and his friend is in ER, broke his leg.
Oh,
And he's
great.
calling me up of like, he can't move, he's in so much pain, he's on his back, what can I do, Paul? And so we were able to dialogue what to do. I mean, talk about getting out of the chute and having to go right to work.
There you go. That's what happens. It's like, okay, now
Yeah.
step in. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So we also want to let you all know how easy it is for you to learn it. One way is just downloading our manual with links to the video.
Yeah.
That's an easy way. Just read the words and you can do it. Through these programs on Monday, we actually have one set of points we do. And also we have classes. We have an online training program. So if you can't get here to Tucson, where we have our workshops and we have our classes and our certification program. It's all available online. And what happens is you sign up, we give you all the materials, it's workbooks that you work with, and you get a personal instructor. So people like Bev, myself, Charlotte, we put different instructors that work one-on-one with you, and we Skype with you or go over the phone, and just to make sure you're getting the points and working with you on getting the concept on how to present and share BioTouch with your friends and family. So it's a really nice program.
We're trying.
Yeah. So this is not just about everybody coming to Tucson. Let's get this out to people.
Oh, yeah. Not, I've often thought, it's just a small percentage of humanity is ever going to make it to Tucson.
Right.
To get
Tucson
a session.
where? Right.
Yeah, to get a session. Okay. Our responsibility is to get it to wherever you are.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have it all set up, ready to go. Go to our website, justtouch.com, and it's easy.
Yeah.
All kinds of links there, all kinds of information.
And we are always here
Yes.
to support and help you. Yeah.
Not always. I'm not really here at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
But,
Okay,
maybe we're going to have to
Whoa, don't even go there. Okay.
We're going to start taking shifts here.
Yeah.
It's funny, we used to have a chat line on our website, right? But I don't know what happened to that, but we could have, had chats 24/7 for
Oh,
people.
dear. Okay.
But call us, send us an email, office@justtouch.com, and we'll get right back to you.
Yeah, we're good about
funny
that.
thing, I sent the book to someone, and I said, if you have questions, she wants to work on her boyfriend, and she actually calls me, every other week or so to get more information, make sure she's doing it right. And so it works really well.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we have to.
And it's giving her confidence.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what happens after a while, though.
Yes.
You do get confidence.
Oh, yeah, because it's easy.
Yeah.
So we also want to start sharing little bits from the book. Let me find it here. The book, BioTouch, Healing with the Power in Our Fingertips. And so the author, Deborah Schildhouse, has actually put together little snippets that we can read. And so we're going to read from chapter 1 here. Go ahead.
Chapter 1, my wake-up call. Mom, my headache won't go away. I'm getting scared. I gripped the phone as my daughter's voice sent waves of alarm through me. Jill's doctors had scratched their heads for 3 weeks trying to figure out what to do for her constant pain. It started as a low-level annoyance, but gradually increased in intensity. Now it was so bad, none of the prescribed medications could touch the throbbing. Even injections of heavy-duty painkillers were useless against her ongoing misery. Jill was a healthy 32-year-old woman who rarely got headaches. She'd never even experienced a migraine. But now relentless pain encircled her eyes, creeping down the back of her neck. It was impossible for her to concentrate at work, enjoy social activities, or sleep through the night. Do you remember my friend Mark? Jill's voice sounded thin and weak. He's a neurologist. When I told him I had already seen 2 doctors for my headache, he came right over to do a quick evaluation on me. He said things seemed okay on the surface, but he wants me to go to the emergency room for an in-depth testing. What kind of in-depth testing? I asked, trying to keep the panic out of my voice. He said it was time for me to have a lumbar puncture, she answered. Of course, I don't want to do that, but I told him if I'm not better by Saturday, I'll go for the test. A spinal tap, I groaned. Visions of large needles protruding from my daughter's spine danced before my eyes.
Yes, sirree. That's chapter 1, folks. If you want the whole book, just go to our website. There's also the prefaces available on Deborah's site. We're going to have some links to that soon.
Oh, good.
But it gives us an opportunity to talk about how do we work with headaches.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, that's the chapter, and
That's
she had a
right.
headache, and what can we do for headaches?
Well, we can do BioTouch.
We can. So
Yeah.
let's show that.
Okay.
We have the set here. Let's see the sets of the video. Here we go.
The neck set is used for addressing most headaches, neck pains, and soreness of the upper back. These points are performed in matching fire on the large muscles that run along the back of the neck. Points 1 and 1 are halfway down the neck on the side of the large muscles. Points 2 and 2 are at the top of the neck on the side of the large muscles at the base of the skull. Points 3 and 3 are at the bottom of the neck on the side of the large muscles. As with any set, you may repeat the points as many times as you like. These points may be touched in any order, such as touching points 2, then points 1, and finally points 3.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, so those are the basic sets of points for headaches. You're always working that neck area, but we wanted to show you how to, what we call local work. So
Right.
Bev's going to show you without hitting things here.
Right.
On, if we have, like, if I have that headache right up in here, how she would work it.
Yeah, so you take your first two fingers of one of your hands and you place them somewhere on the back of the head. And then what you're going to do with the other two fingers is touch on that local area where the pain is. And you can hold that 6 to 8 seconds. And then you can also do what we call sweeps, a slow and deliberate movement across an affected area. And you can sweep, from that or to that point where the pain is, all along the head there. And, just do what we say, do what comes to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could even just
Locally, around that.
touch just around
Sure.
the pained area.
Yeah.
So-
Sweep across it.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
So, easy, So that's how we address the headaches, and even in a situation like Deborah had to share in this book here. So if you want to know more about Deborah's experience with BioTouch, her meeting me, and my experience on how BioTouch came into being, get the book. It's available online, justtouch.com. It's available at deborahschildhouse.com. There's how you spell it there. And it's even available through Kindle. You can get
Yes.
it on your Kindle at
Right.
Amazon. So,
Yep.
our goal this year is just really to get that book
Get
out to
the book
everyone.
out there.
And to get it around the world, because we have a little hashtag, where in the world is BioTouch? There we go. There's Julie in Coronado in San Diego. There you are in
There I am
Ashland.
in Ashland, Oregon.
And there's Deborah with the Princess Cruise Line, and that's out in the middle of the Pacific.
Right.
So what we'd like to do is start showing more and more pictures of BioTouch around the world. So, just send us a picture of you with the book and where you are on the planet, and we just will grow with this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's one way we can start building that web
Yes.
of connection between all of us. Sure.
Or you can just post it on our Facebook page, with hashtag where in the world is, doesn't it say BioTouch? Yeah.
Gosh.
I can't even
Probably.
remember.
I think it does.
Wait, it says it here. Where in the world is BioTouch?
BioTouch,
Right.
okay.
So no hashes, no lines in it. So that's a new thing we're doing. We're just playing with all kinds of ways to get BioTouch out there.
It's time to just play.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So
Get it out there.
we hope that you're getting something out of these. We actually have heard people are getting something out of these shows.
Yeah, I know. I've talked to a couple of people who are going back into the archives and starting to watch our show from last year and really getting some really good stuff out of it. So
And
that's
it's we had
encouraging.
one lady in the class who said it was because of these shows that it gave her the confidence to keep practicing. So a lot of people learn BioTouch and they go out on their own, and there's so many other things in the world to do, so many things distract us. But these shows were helping her. Oh yes, I can do this. I can remember. So they're working.
Remembering.
Yes, remembering. Memorial
Helping her
Day.
to remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think, we have a workshop coming up. Our next health condition workshop is hiatal hernias and acid reflux.
Boy, that. A lot of people are dealing with that.
And there'll be a blog going out the first of the month. Well, that's only in a few days.
Yep.
And it's a really fun blog written by Deborah.
Yeah.
Sort of cute about
Yeah.
eating and what happens after you eat, but then some information about hiatal hernias and
Right.
acid reflux.
Important information. Yeah.
And that workshop's on the 22nd of June here in Tucson. Or if you're a member, you can download the workbooks of all of the health conditions that we have. So for $18 a year, you get all the workbooks, you get the entire manual,
Right.
and you can just plug in and ask us questions if you have specific situations you want to work with. We can take you through it on a telephone.
Yeah.
Or send us a question here, we'll go through it on this show. Mondays with Bev
See,
and
that
Paul.
would be really nice.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to do that.
So, I want to thank you all for letting us into your home. I want to welcome you back.
Thank
You
you.
are not going anywhere.
I know. Tell me about it. I'm here to stay for a while. Yep.
Yep. So,
Yep.
thank you all. Thank you, Bev.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you, and have a glorious Memorial Day.
Yes, sir.